how Communication 120 makes you, or makes me, a better person, or at least a better communicator. Starting off with my self-concept, I mentioned in there that my dream job was to be a content creator, influencer, YouTuber, whatever you want to call it, because it allows me to do what I want to do in life, which is travel, help my parents out as a way to repay them for everything they've done to me, and just help other people in general. But because that dream job isn't so realistic, I also chose a realistic dream job for myself, which is literally any career in marketing, PR, anything having to do with social media side of a business. I would love to do that because I am pretty good with the trends right now, I would assume, since I'm always on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, everything, all the above. Anyways, now getting into another way that Communication 120 will help me in life is moving anywhere new. If I decide to move to a new city, I will have to be able to communicate and make connections with people to have a social life there in the new city. So, although no one has straight up told me that I'm a bad listener, I have noticed that I hear people, or at least I pretend I pseudo listen, but I'm not really listening to what they're saying most of the time. Like at work, I feel like I always assume what they're gonna say, so I'm not really listening. Like I don't pay attention to what they're telling me to do, and I just assume and do what I usually do, which isn't very good. Don't do that. I would not recommend that. Because sometimes they're like, "What the heck? I told you to do this one thing and you didn't do it," and I'm like, "My bad. I thought you said this." But anyways, there are many reasons why people may not listen, and I finally figured out mine. I need to get rid of distractions, and I need to ask questions so I could be an active listener instead of just hearing but not really listening. I also need to stop assuming that I don't really have to listen to the things people are telling me, because that just makes me not listen. So, an example of this is when my sister tells me about her day after high school. I have already lived through high school, so I feel like I don't really have to listen to that. And I stay on my phone or distract myself with some other tasks like homework or texting my friends, and I'm just listening. And if she tells me something else and I don't have context clues, I'm always lost because I wasn't listening the day before something. Anyways, something my mom has brought up is that I can be defensive when I receive critiques because I rationalize or avoid, but I'm working on it because I've learned in Communications 120 how to avoid defensiveness in myself and others. You just have to go with the flow sometimes. You have to be neutral, have empathy, let others have control. You don't need to have control or superiority over everything or anybody. Anyways, that's what I could think of off the top of my head. Hopefully you learned something about Communications 120, and if not, you should take it because it's a pretty fun class and it's very important because you need to communicate every day of your life, whether it be with your friends, family, co-workers, love life people. Anyways.